Hi, this is Christina from Releasing for a Better Life. I'm going to review this program with you again quickly, just as a quick reminder of what this is about. This is about learning to release everything in your life to your higher power, your God, whatever. I usually go into kind of a meditation and imagine putting all of my good, bad, whatever problems are coming up into a bubble. Sometimes I put them on birds, depending on what they are, and I release them. I imagine them going up to God or your higher power, whatever you need it to be. And then when they're up there, God, for me, it's God, fixes these things, either heals them or gives them messages on how to make them happen, relieves the issues. Sometimes it's just problems you're having. Often when I come home from work, I'll release. And then often we'll send back messages if needed, or just if I send it on a bird, if it's something I know that needs to be healed, I'll send it up on a bird and the bird comes back to heal me. And or I'll get messages on how to solve issues. Sometimes I get them in the forms of numbers, or like I said on a previous video, I was drawn to go to a bookstore, and all these are on purpose. So that's the gist of it. Also, I talk to my guardian angels. I use them as my major sounding board when I'm having problems or issues or things that I just need to talk about. I do talk to my husband, but I try and talk to my angels and let them know what's going on, knowing that they're there to protect me. And I remind my angels and myself all the time that I know my angels are there to protect me and to guide me in the right direction, and that everything's going to be okay. So that's the gist of the program. I've been doing this now, I would say, for almost a year, and I've seen tremendous results. I see constant information coming to me, constant ways to improve my life, things that I want to do. I've enhanced my goals doing this. It's a great program. It's great for people like me. I do suffer from anxiety. A lot of it's just me, and some of it's the job that I've had, and sometimes it's just life in general. It just causes an anxiety kind of thing. So that being said, I want to, every week I use this like a journal and talk about things I've been working on with this program attached to it and how it's affected me. And so people can see what I'm doing, see what they can get from it. So this week I want to talk about writing down your goals, the things you want to see happen, and writing them down in a sense that as if they're already there. Now, this is a definite law of attraction piece. And anybody who's studied the law of attraction or watched any of the videos about the law of attraction, they talk about drawing in what you want because you act like it's already there. In your mind, it's already there. And this is something I really, really struggled with. I struggled a lot because, you want millions of dollars. How do you tell yourself you have millions of dollars without going broke, spending money, right? And I didn't want to do that. And I also didn't want that to be what my, millions of dollars was about. And so that brought into this writing down what I was working on, writing down my goals as if they're already there, and just reading them to myself every day. And what was fun about this is what I learned. What's fun is you can do this in the sense of, instead of saying, oh, well, now that I have, $20 million, I can go spend money as I want. Instead, you're going to write down how you feel because you've reached that space. How do you feel? It's so simple. Let's say again, often what I get asked about is finding the love of your life. So you don't talk about what this person's going to be. You're going to talk about how you feel because you found the person, and you're going to write this down. So now that I have the love of my life, I feel amazing. I feel excited every day. I love just seeing this person and talking to this person. I feel absolutely in love, and being in love has got to be one of the most magical feelings in the world. And those are the kind of things you write down. And when you write them down, one, it feels exciting, I can tell you, because I've been honing this all the time. And two, it opens it up, it clarifies it. So no longer are you saying, oh, I want a rich man in my life who's going to treat me like a princess. You say, you know what, now that I have my ideal partner, I feel alive, I feel so good, and I feel excited about every morning, excited about every day, and then that brings the true realism of what you're looking for. Because sure, I talk to a lot of women, they're like, oh, I love to have the most handsome man in the world who buys me lots of great things. Sure, but how does that make you feel? That's what's important. And that's what's missed so much when you're working on trying to draw in the great things in your life, is how does it make you feel? I often hear like people who talk about, starting their own business or finding money coming from other places, and they'll say, oh, then I'll be able to quit my job, and then I'll be able to buy my house, and I'll be, okay, great. So all this stuff you want to do with it, but how does it make you feel? So I feel absolutely alive in my new home. I was able to buy it outright, and that felt empowering and exciting. And I get up every day and I look at this house and I just take a breath. I can't believe how fabulous this is. And it changes the whole momentum of what you're trying to create, because it's no longer about what you will do. I mean, you no longer say, oh, well, I want a dream wedding. You say, how am I going to feel when I meet the person I have? How am I going to feel on the day of my wedding, when I have my dream wedding with my dream person? Changes everything. This is the biggest game changer you can do. And, people say, when would I read this? Well, anytime is good. Obviously, I say take it with you all the time. But one time I would say would be really good is to just have it by your bedside. And when you wake up in the morning, read it really quick, and then close your eyes and let those feelings just envelop you and make you feel fantastic. The morning is one of the best times, and it sets your mood for the entire day. All day long will be set because of those great feelings, those positive, exciting feelings. This will also change a lot of the subconscious stuff that's going on that tells you can't have these things, they're not good for you, or whatever your subconscious is doing. That way you can, it'll take over that, and it'll be, your subconscious will become these feelings. They will take over everything. And I can tell you, since I've been doing this, out of nowhere, I will have an exciting feeling. I will be like, oh my gosh, this is how I feel because I've achieved this or this, and those feelings of the things I write down come up out of nowhere. And they're so fun. And since I've been doing this, it's been, people have been saying, oh gosh, you're glowing, you're beautiful, what are you doing? And that's it. That's all I've been doing, is focusing on the feelings of what I'm trying to achieve. It's absolutely the biggest game changer you will ever do for yourself. And as far as releasing, I've spent extra time when those feelings come up. I release them to my God, and obviously I was raised with the gods, but I release it to God, and I say, I just want to share this feeling with you. It's amazing. This is what I want to feel the time, and I want to share this greatness, because we talked about when you release the good and the bad, but absolutely, when you're feeling those feelings, release them and say, can you just amplify them and give them back to me threefold? That would be great. And they do. They always come back. You're like, oh, wow. Like today, I was altering my writing with my husband, this kind of letter that I do, that I read, and I released it before, and I said, I just want to give this to you, God, and I know these feelings are here, but I want to release these feelings. And all of a sudden, when I wrote them down, the feelings exploded in me, and they've stayed for hours afterwards. I was just in such a positive, excited place because of this. So anyway, I would say this is one of the most powerful things you can do. Whatever you're trying to create or do in your life, and using the releasing portion of it just amplifies it and makes it better. So I would definitely recommend doing this. This is not a replacement for releasing. This is an addition to make your life even better. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them for me. I will try my best to answer them, or you need to get hold of me to have help in this, please just let me know, and I would love to help you. All right, yes, it's Christina. You have a good week. Thank you.